Yeah, NFL trade deadline. You asked for it, you gonna get it. I don't care if you didn't ask for it, you still gonna get it. We're gonna talk about these trades. So, and well, Dallas did say it was gonna make a move, so they made a move, and the Jets decided to give everybody away. But before we get to all of that, we're gonna break down some of the other trades that happened. So we're gonna talk about the Chargers sending a 6th round pick for Trevor Pennington. First round pick a couple years ago, never panned out in New Orleans. Still probably has potential. We never know because New Orleans is not a world class team. So it doesn't seem like anything is panning out in New Orleans the last few years. So it might not even be him. He just might be in a team with a team that just is not going to prosper. What can you do? 6th round pick is not bad. Joe Alt injured himself. I mean, had an injury. He's out for the season. Slater was already out for the season. They don't have no tackles. You lose 2 All-Pros. I don't know where you go from there. You basically in a world of trouble, and you can't let Herbert continue to get hit. Even though they're 6-3, they're in the playoff hunt, but you can't let Herbert sit back there and get hit. So they had to make a move. 6th round pick. It's nothing to that. So hopefully that works out for them. Maybe he might reach a different level of potential. Who knows? Seems like once people get away from bad teams we've been seeing, they just magically start looking like what we thought they was gonna look like in the first place. So hopefully that works for them. The Ravens had to add some pass rushing because they didn't have any of it. So they traded for Draymond Jones. 4.5 sacks on the year, came from Tennessee for a 4th round pick. Well, I'm sorry, a 5th round that could turn into a 4th round pick. I mean, you're getting him for a 1 year rental, but the Ravens need it because in their mind, 3-5 is not the end for them. They believe they're going to make the playoffs, so you need something on the defensive side that has not looked good. And this is somebody that can help you. 4.5 sacks, that's pretty solid. So you take that every time. Maybe you re-sign him, but if not, you got a pretty good player for a cheap pick. Jaden Phillips traded to the Eagles for a 3rd round pick. Eagles always making moves, don't they? They don't never sit down and be cool. But I mean, with a team like that, they GM, they gonna continue to make moves. So 3rd round pick for Jalen Phillips, 3 sacks on the year. I mean, recovering from injuries, he's had a lot of them, but most importantly, the one he had last year, he looks pretty solid. So why not? Hopefully you get Nolan Smith from IR back, and then you have a good young pass rushing, which is what the Eagles desire. I mean, they lost a lot of guys in free agency. That's what happens when you win Super Bowls. But hopefully with this, you can maybe keep him as well because he is a free agent. And if not, if he leaves, the Eagles will get a 3rd round pick for him. So it's kind of a win-win. You're giving up a pick and you're going to get one back if he leaves. If he helps you, cool. If not, then you tried it. So the Eagles always looking to make moves. They also traded for Michael Carter. They need a cornerback help. I'm not sure how that's going to work out because he plays in the slot. And Cooper plays in the slot, which is they're all pro over there. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Maybe he might give him some rest, or you gonna play both of them at the same time. I'm not sure, but Eagles making trades as they do, and they also traded for J.R. Alexander. I'm not laughing at you, bro. It's just us. They traded him in a 7th-round pick for a 6th-round pick to the Ravens. It's kind of weird because he's not too far removed from being one of the best corners, and now he's getting traded for 6th-round picks with a pick to his name. Kind of weird, but still potential. I mean, what are you going to lose? He's really only 2 years removed from being one of the better corners in the league, so I don't think he's going to crash out. It's not like bro is 32 and he only got 2 years left. You could probably get at least 4 or 5, no, I'll say 5 or 6 more years out of him. I think he's solid, but that's just me. So the Eagles are making moves that is going to benefit them. And even though they gave up picks, it's not like it's going to hurt them. Not like they dying for picks. 6, 7, 4th, 3rd round. They're not giving up anything big. And they still got a good amount of picks. I believe 11. Somebody fact check me, but they're making moves because they see they go on their way back to the Super Bowl, and whatever little bit they can add to depth, give them a help to boost that. Why not? So we got Jakobi Meyers finally got set free. I know he happy. Been asking for a trade from the Raiders since August. Would not get it, but they did give it to him this time. Traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 4th round and a 6th round pick. I mean, he's got 352 yards on the year. Travis Hunter is on IR, had a knee injury. Not out for the season, but you do need to replace him. Brian Thomas Jr., of course, I mean, he's going to move up as your star receiver, but he's been struggling to go over the middle, and what Jakobi Meyers gives you is a target over the middle. So it looks like you can kind of put him outside, or you can mix and match, and until Travis Hunter gets back, you'll still have more firepower because Jacksonville is in the playoff hunt. So they're looking to continue that. They're not looking to fall apart or just have we did better than we did last year's season. So this is a good move for them. 4th and a 6th, you ain't ruining nothing. Rashid Shareed. Sorry, bro. I said your name all kind of wrong. He gets traded from the Saints. We freeing people. People are getting free. We got people getting away from the Raiders, and we got people getting away from the Saints. This man is free now. He goes to the Seahawks for a 4th and a 5th round pick. Seahawks, they said we ain't stopping. We finna go all the way this year. I mean, they have Enigma. He leads the league in receiving, but after him, with a lot of injuries, it's kind of thin. So Shaheed, he got about 500 yards, 2 touchdowns on the year. Easily they second best receiver now. And then you got Cooper Kupp. When he comes back, he slide to the 3rd role, and you don't have to rely on him so heavy because he has had injuries. So you don't want to make somebody like Cooper Kupp with injuries your second receiver. You kind of want to slide him into that 3rd, 4th role. Let him not to rely on him so much. And Seattle said that's what we're going to do. And it's a good move. I mean, I'm surprised they gave him up for a 4th and a 6th, but New Orleans said we're going to set people free because we ain't going nowhere. Not this year. Well, probably not next year, but I'm happy for him. He gets out of there. They continue with that high-power offense. They already 3rd. I mean, they're 4th in passing, they're 5th in points overall. After we seen that spanking the Commanders received, why not build off of that? Improve the offense as much as you can and make a Super Bowl run. Not even a playoff, Super Bowl. It looks like that's what they're headed for. So a good move by them. Now we get to the big boy talk. Dallas. Jerry Jones, he said he was going to make some moves. Didn't believe him because sometimes he says he's going to make some moves and then he signs guys like me and he calls that a big boy move. Not at all. But this time he did do some good work. So he went and got Quentin Williams from the Jets because the Jets is giving up on the season as well. He got them for Mozzie Smith. Young guy, 24. Potential there, but not really much playing time. So maybe he becomes something in the Jets defense. But they trade him. They get Quentin Williams from the Jets, but they also give the Jets a 1st round pick, 2027, and this year 26. They're giving up a 2nd round pick. So I mean, yeah, you gave up a good amount, but Quentin Williams, 27, all pro. And he has 3 years left on his contract, which helps because they traded for Kenny Clark in the Parsons trade, but he a free agent after this year, so it really don't do them nothing in the long term. So Dallas needed some help because that defense has looked terrible. And I mean terrible since Parsons left. I mean, you're doing a lot of moves for a defense when you could have just kept the guy. We ain't going to go there. Don't worry about it. He did what he had to do. Yep. So Quentin Williams, you're on your way to that Texas Heat. You go from 1-7 to 3-5 in a tie. So I don't know. Hopefully it works out for him. It's not Quentin Williams. I know he's going to come with it, but hopefully he's going to a better environment. You hate to see guys that go from one bad team to another. It's almost like leave me where I'm at. But Dallas should be better but we said the Jets should be better. So we'll see. Um, Logan Wilson was also traded to Dallas for a 7th-round pick. He signed for the next 2 years, so that gives them another player that they don't have to replace immediately, linebacker. But he is coming from one of the worst defenses we've probably seen in a long, 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 long time in the Bengals. So I know he's good. It's a lot of players on the Bengals defense that's not bad, but the defense collectively as a unit is bad statistically. So hopefully he gets new life with the Dallas Cowboys. He lost a little playing time with the Bengals, but the way that defense played, I wouldn't feel too bad because clearly it didn't help him. It didn't help them not playing him as much. In Dallas, they're going to probably play him a lot more. So maybe Dallas gets a boost. That defense turns around and y'all stop looking for this offense to score 45 points a game. Just help him out a little bit. Give him a little something. Dak out there, he doing what he can do. So, put all that pressure on Dak. And also, last but not least, the big boy trade, if you want to call it. The Jets decided they was going to give all the way up and trade Sauce Gardner to the Colts. So they traded him for a 1st-round pick, 26, 27, and Adams Mitchell. So we traded 2 first rounds and a receiver. And in the Jets case, they needed receivers. If they didn't need anything, they needed receivers. Why trade Sauce Gardner? I'm still not sure. Just signed him this summer to a 4-year extension, and then you trade him. I'm really not understanding, but let the GM tell it. The Colts came with a Godfather type offer, and they had to take that 2 first-round picks, I guess. I guess you don't turn that down, unless you really like Sauce Gardner. But the Colts, they needed a little bit more help in that secondary. They even bottom 10 in passing, so they needed something. You getting an all-pro. Kid's only 25, so sky's the limit. You get him for 4 years, so you really don't have to worry about that. And with Mitchell, he gets traded from the Colts to the Jets. I know that ain't what you desired in your heart, going from one of the best to the worst, but I think he has the potential to become a good second option behind Garrett Wilson because they needed catchers. They needed pass catchers. It just had to happen. I know you got John Mechie from the Eagles in the trade, but from Michael Carter, you got him in that trade, but that still wasn't enough. You needed another receiver. You probably need another receiver. Y'all need receivers. Y'all might need a new team the way y'all going. They basically gave all the talent they had, and we'll have to see. This is basically saying we are going to start to rebuild early. We're not going to wait till February. We're going to get started now because our season is cooked, 1-7. Got a feel-good win in there, but that ain't good enough. So I guess if you think you need to start it now, start it now. So, and Mitchell, it's not that he's a bad receiver, but they had Pittman, they had Pierce, they had Downs, and now Warren, the tight end, has emerged as a rookie. So that's a log jam. You can't throw it to 5 people. Unfortunately, he's the odd man out. But this is only his 2nd year, so he has the potential to grow as a second option, maybe even a 1B type player. A first option that could be second or first. You never know. I think he'll be okay. He has the talent too. So, yeah, the Jets decided to give it all away. They did get a bunch of first-round picks, so they have multiple first-round picks next year and the year after. What will they do with it? We don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Dallas decided they was going to go for big boy trades. Will they be any good after? We don't know. We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But no, I'm just kidding. So that's what we got with these trades. We'll just see how they pan out. We never know, but it's something to talk about. So I figured I'd give you the news. But y'all be cool. I'll catch you on the next one.